I am not all by my lonesome in the studio today. I have the guys in Weir Vessel here with me. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Doing good, man. How's it going?
I'm so awesome, and I'm glad you guys have decided to stop by today. And you seem mostly awake. I know you had a.
It's getting better. It's getting better. I'm starting to feel the morning voice is starting to go away, and everything's coming better.
You're a little less raspy than the last time time you were on, so that's good.
It's like a whole other person.
Yeah. So because you guys got to bed super late last night, didn't you?
Yes. So we got there about 12:30. I moved to another room because these guys were snoring, and so.
So what's you guys go to when you're dragging on the road? You need some energy. Are you coffee guys?
I usually make my coffee with Red Bull.
Okay.
Instead of water.
That's more efficient. Let's go ahead because we haven't introduced you guys yet, so we're gonna go around. We've got two of you on mics. We've got a couple who are just gonna sitting back and grinning at us. But let's go ahead and introduce.
All right, I'm Randall, lead vocals.
I'm Josh. I'm the lead guitar player.
I'm Noah. I'm on the drums.
Mark on bass.
Well, it's good to have you guys in here. We've been playing your song "Can You Hear Me" for a little while now, and could you guys share a little bit about what that song's all about?
Yeah, man, it's mainly a song from the Lord's perspective. Mainly, you go through these things, you feel like you're separated, you're hurting, and all these things, and He's just right back there saying, "Look, can't you hear me? Can you feel me? I've been here the whole time." You want to elaborate a little bit, Noah?
Yeah. When we started writing the song, it really flowed really well. When we got together and started jamming everything out with it, it was really kind of eye-opening to us because we've all been through similar situations in that when we're kind of lost and not knowing where to go, and God's been there the whole time. The same thing Randall just said, "Can you hear me? Can you feel me?" And so it came out really well. It came out a lot better than we thought it was going to.
Awesome. So who handles, how do songs come together for you guys? Do you have kind of one guy who does lyrics and then everybody kind of contributes musically?
Man, every song has kind of happened a little different. Sometimes we go into my studio and me and Josh just write out some guitar parts or something. And then if it's kind of cool, we'll show the guys. And if they like it, we'll move on with it. And some of the lyrics have been just one person. Noah writes a lot of lyrics. I do a lot of lyrics. We've collabed on a lot. It's just been no set way, and you might can tell that by the EP because it's really cool. We got some rock stuff and we got a little bit lighter stuff, but we just really enjoy being able to just do whatever comes to mind, or whatever comes to heart, whatever the Lord lays on our hearts to write about.
PowerFM News.
A new poll shows millennials are more afraid of the internet than any other demographic group. A survey from Rasmussen out this morning found that 37% of Americans between 18 and 34 years of age agree with the statement, "The internet is scary." I think that's an interesting question to send out to people. Is the internet scary? Yes or no?
I've seen some pictures of spiders on there that were a little scary sometimes.
Dude,
but
I cannot touch a picture of a spider. I'm terrified.
That stuff's pretty bad.
We got that in common,
So
brother.
there are pictures of spiders on the internet, so it is a scary database. So that compares with 23% of people in the 35 to 54 group. The number is the same for those age 55 and older. Researchers say the fear could stem from millennials spending more time on the internet, or the possibility that middle-aged and older Americans don't follow the same sorts of risky online behaviors that younger people do. I don't know. Young people tend to be kind of idiots on the internet, but I feel like everybody is kind of stupid on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, you get on Facebook, and it's not an age group that shares the dumb articles. It's everybody.
Absolutely not. It is everybody.
So are you guys scared of the internet? Besides the spiders?
Okay. No, I'm just scared of spiders.
Just spiders? Anything that has a spider in it, I'm terrified of it. We were talking in the headlines news earlier about how I guess it was like a third of millennials who were scared of the internet. And honestly, for me, for a lot of us, it's partially just because there are a lot of spiders on the internet. And apparently, there are some really terrifying spiders on the internet.
If y'all have smartphones, you should totally look up clown spider. Just image it.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
But I have to know now.
I'm not doing it.
Noah just Googled it, and he threw his phone down. That is awesome. Well, thank you for haunting our night. I'm probably actually not going to look it up, but
I would not recommend it.
Now, next up, camel spider. They're over in Afghanistan. You'll find a picture of one of our troops holding it up. A dead one. They probably shot.
oh dear.
It took a bullet?
This is a spider you shoot from end to end. They're about 3 foot long.
I want no part of that.
Oh
No.
That is terrible. Oh no! No! Oh man, any sort of bug that you have to kill with a bullet, I am not in favor of.
Negative.
No. So we're gonna move on from talking about terrifying insects to music news, which is a much happier thing to talk about.
Yes.
Yes, it
is.
So it's Friday. We do the music news roundup, going through our favorite news stories. And I thought since we had We Are Vessel in here, what's the biggest music news story with you guys as a band?
Right now, we just we released our EP. We just finished it up in the studio. It's available for online downloads in all your online stores. You can also go to our website, www.wearevesselband.com. It'll take you to all the links. It's got everything you need to see, to go where you need to go, and find all that information.
Awesome. So what for you guys, what's the band that for you, if you figure out they're working on something, they're coming on tour, they've got a new album coming out, what's that one band for you that's like, yes, I've got to get this?
Oh man, I've got a few, but
For me personally, Memphis Mayfire.
Oh yeah, they just put
Memphis
out an album last year.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
unconditional, very good.
yeah, and then he was on the new Spoken song as well. Matty Mullins was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Oh, dude, it's sweet.
How did I miss that?
It's good stuff. Where have you been?
Dude, I'll play that later on in the show here because you
Please
got to
do.
hear it.
I want to hear it.
It's so good. Awesome. Well, I've got a couple stories that came through. You guys listen to King's Kaleidoscope at all?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, dude.
I have not either.
Okay, you guys got to check these guys out. But they've got
Absolutely.
an instrumental album coming out.
Typing it in.
And so
okay.
they're actually there's like 20 people in this band, and they're all from like their drummer was in metal bands. They've got a brass section that's all like jazz musicians. Their vocalist is kind of a gospel singer. And so it's this huge blend of influences. So they've got an instrumental album coming out, basically, vocals out of the last worship album they put out. So I'm thrilled for that. I love instrumental music. And you know what makes really good studying music? Instrumental hip hop. You take out the vocals, and it's like just beats and program stuff. It sounds really, really good.
I gotcha. Cool, man.
Yeah. We've got a few more music news things to come back on. We'll do that later on in just a few minutes. First, got to take a look at traffic. I'm hanging out this morning with the guys in We Are Vessel. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Man, thanks for having us.
It's so good having you guys. It gets so lonely in here when it's just me. Kendall's been taking her time off. And we're doing this is kind of the 8 o'clock hour on Fridays. This is where we do our kind of Christian music news roundup. And one of the things I always enjoy is kind of following bands as they come in and out of different groups. And you guys, I didn't even realize this. A couple of you were involved with October Glory.
Yes.
Yes.
I played guitar with them.
Yeah, and so that was we played one of their songs. It was "Faith in You," right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then kind of disbanded. And so you're back together with We Are Vessel. So what was that kind of process like for you?
It was a little hard to start with because put so much time and effort, and we worked really hard in that group to get where we were, and we put out a great album. We had a great producer, and it was just almost magical, to get the song out on the radio. You guys were spinning it. I remember sitting back and at home sometimes listening to the PowerFM and like, oh, there's our song. That's cool. And when the guys wanted to kind of call it quits, I was heartbroken.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt in my mind a little bit like, well, that was it. That was my best push. And God said, no. I called you. We're going to make this happen. And so me and Noah talked, and we were like, let's just be His vessel. Let's just do what He called us to do. So therefore, We Are Vessel come about, and we said we're just going to put this together. And that was just barely a year ago. And it was just been going crazy fast since then. Getting this new single out, and it's what the Lord's done for us so far. It's been incredible.
And you do have the digital EP out right now.
Yes, it is out.
And because we were talking earlier off the air that it's kind of a split. You've got some rock songs, you've got some kind of worship songs.
Yeah.
Do you kind of sit down and say, okay, this is going to be our worship track, or does it just kind of happen organically?
It kind of happens. It happens different ways, I guess. One of the main songs that I'm really excited about that's on it. That's really more of a worship song. Is called "Love Is Here." It happened. I was sitting in my studio, and within a matter of like 5 hours, I had the whole song tracked out and it's done. It just happened, and I showed it to the guys, and they just loved it. But there's been those other ones that have just been kind of grew over time, like the song "Can't Be Contained" that's on there. It started out, we just started jamming. That was one of our first songs we just started jamming out as a band, and it grew into a pretty good song, I think. So
awesome. Is there a style that you haven't gotten to yet that you'd kind of like to explore?
I don't know. I love rock music. That's always what I listen to. But deep down inside, I'm a worship leader. That's where my roots come from. I've been leading worship for the last 8 years. It's been a growing process for me to get to where I am, because I haven't always been the front guy. In October Glory, I played guitar and just did harmonies. I don't know, man. Rock and worship, I guess you can just make the both work. I love it. I love both.
Yeah. So does your philosophy change when you're up as We Are Vessel and you're doing a rock show versus when you're leading worship on a Sunday morning?
Not really, man. We're in it for the same thing. We're in it just to show love and just to show the people who God is and what He's done for us and where He's brought us and who we are. So whether we're rocking it out, it's going to be the same message. It just might be some different. It might have some better power chords than the worship music. So
there you go.
That's it.
Well, it's Friday, 8 o'clock hour. We're doing the music news roundup. I wanted to touch on one that I saw that was really exciting. I Am Empire. Did you guys follow these guys at all?
Yes.
Yeah. And so they broke up, and they kind of, all their guys, Andrew's playing with Disciple now. They've got another band called Talkie with some members with Blood and Water. And they sent out a message recently. They said they have a lot of unreleased material, some B-sides and acoustic tracks from their last couple albums, and they're working on getting permission from the record label to release them for free. Ooh. Which they asked if anybody would be interested in hearing them, and I'm saying free music from I Am Empire. I'm all over that.
That sounds pretty good.
Yes, I'm down.
Yeah, they're so cool. Who do you guys? Because we talked about kind of who you guys get excited about if stuff happens. If you're out on the road, who's kind of your go-to on the iPod?
It's been Sent by Ravens a lot for us. I think all of us as a whole.
Yeah.
I love Summerlin. Disciple's been a big. I love Kevin.
Yeah.
He's an incredible. I've seen him a couple times live. He's just how he does his shows, and he's real.
Yeah. We had him in the studio, and it was cool. He's an open book. Yeah, he'll just talk to you.
Oh,
so that's really cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I seen him at the table a couple times, and he would just, it didn't matter how long it took. He'd always take time to talk.
Yeah, he's so cool. Do you guys have artists, like, when you write, do you say, I want to try and kind of emulate how Disciple might do this, or is it kind of this passive, you absorb it all?
Man, it's funny you said that, because whenever we were kind of trying to find a goal and a route that we wanted to kind of come into this thing. I remember coming to the guys, I'm like, let me show you this band, Seventh Time Down. This is, he completely rocks it out, but yet he can throw out stuff like just say Jesus.
Yeah.
That's kind of been, that was my goal, is like, let's be these guys. But no, that's just kind of the route and the sound and how they can do that. That's kind of where we was wanting to go with it.
That's We Are Vessel with Can You Hear Me on 89.7 Power FM. And I'm actually hanging out with these guys right now.
Yes, you are.
Thank you for letting us play your music.
Thanks
you
for
are
doing
welcome.
it, man.
Thank you for doing it.
Yeah, we've been talking to these guys since like 7:45, and I realized I hadn't played any of your music yet. So hopefully there are people like, oh yeah, We Are Vessel. I love those guys. But if you're not familiar with them, now you can put the voices with the singing voices.
Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm so glad that you guys got to come hang out. We're going to be wrapping up the morning show next few minutes here. And we were talking about kind of how it's such a small world in the radio industry and in the music industry. Mm-hmm. Who are some of the guys that you've gotten to open up for that has it ever been kind of like this is these guys that I always listen to?
Oh, man, I don't know if it's really that, but one of the coolest ones that I did, we opened up for Petra one time, classic
Really?
Petra.
Yes.
Yeah.
When was this?
Amazing.
It's been 2 years ago, I believe.
I didn't know they were still doing stuff as Classic Petra.
They were just doing that one tour, I guess. I don't
Oh,
really know.
yeah, that was 2 years ago.
The Rock of Ages tour, I think.
I don't even remember. I don't know.
It was awesome.
I was fangirling the whole time because it was us and them, and I was like, "This is Petra." I'm on the side stage like
one of the
selfieing
best
the
drum
whole
solos
time.
I've ever heard.
Really?
It was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, those guys were awesome, man. They when they first come out, I ain't seen these guys in a long time. You're like, these guys are going to play a rock show. They put us on our place, man. They brought it. It was good.
Who did they have on vocals there? Was John or did they have?
Greg.
Okay,
Yeah.
real classic Petra.
Yes.
Man, that is awesome.
He was awesome too, man. He was. He could sing, man.
Yeah, he can still get up there.
Still can.
Man, that is awesome.
It might have been the pants he was wearing got him up there. I don't know, but
so they still wear the hair metal pants.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt.
Awesome. Once again, hanging out with We Are Vessel. What you guys up to next?
Man, we're fixing to head to Rock Wall. We got a free concert tonight. Want to invite every single one of you out tonight. We're going to be playing our song "Can You Hear Me Tonight" along with some of the new stuff off the brand new EP. We're enjoying this tour, getting to go out and we're getting to meet people, and that's what I want to do. I want to meet you. So come out and see us tonight. We'll definitely take time and speak with you, and anything we'd love to meet you.
Awesome. Well, and for folks who can't come out and find you at Rockwall, how can they get in touch with you?
We're all over the social media, Facebook, Twitter. Everything is going to be We Are Vessel Band. Also, you can find us on our website, www.wearevesselband.com. It's got all that information, and then it'll take you to our links for the music and to all our social media.
Awesome. Once again, hanging out with We Are Vessel this morning. Guys, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Thank you for having us.